Greetings, Commanders, it's Ryant1UM here, and today we are back once again in Stellaris Console Edition with the Infection. That's right, you guys, this is our Devouring Swarm hive mind that we started after the Galactic Record Keepers was done. Kind of excited, kind of very excited to continue this, not gonna lie. We do need to work on our planetary stability today because, holy good lord, it is in the tank at the moment, but that's okay, it's the beginning of the game, and we have lots and lots of stuff to do. So, let's go ahead and start her up, shall we? So my goal in today's episode is just to continue to expand. If we make first contact with someone, that's great. If not, not really that big of a deal, because we do have a couple primitives that we can go ahead and feast on, and that'll be good, honestly. We're going to go ahead and go down the improved strikecraft, because we want our bastions to be pretty beefy as well. So having that kind of option to go after that like that is probably going to be the better idea. Now we do have another planet right here that we can go ahead and colonize. I don't know if I already have it planned. No, okay, I don't yet. But this one's 75% habitability, but it's a continental world, which is pretty great, because we are normally on the jungle worlds. So let's go ahead and colonize that bad boy. We'll get that person going. And this is our relic world. I don't think we're going to colonize it as of yet, even though there's a lot of energy and a lot of minerals in there. It's going to take a lot of investment to get those, the collapsed spire and all of these different planetary features off of there. That's what's going to cost us a lot. But we're just going to continue to expand a little bit, build as many of these star bases as we can, and just kind of spiral out of control. Going to be buying up some more alloys to continue our expansion. Truthfully, I would love to get to a couple choke points, just in case we do make first contact with somebody. But yeah, we're just going to continue to expand. Alright, so our first planets that we went ahead and colonized are starting to have access to the next buildings. So we're putting down a research lab as well as an alloy foundry to go ahead and boost up our stuff even more. So amenities are solving themselves, thankfully, because we're actually going down the synchronicity tree. And we just got the tech to make it so that all of the drones that work for amenities make 2 more, which is fantastic. And then we can work on our stability with that new tech that we're going to get, and everything just like that. So we can actually go ahead and grab a size 25 relic world. Are you kidding me? Did that say that was size 20? It is. Holy shit. What site is this? Ruined world. Whoa. So we could possibly have 2 relic worlds. In fact, we will have 2 relic worlds. So we're going to go and colonize this one, mainly because... Blorkus is the name of it. Mainly because it's a size 25 world. And if we can turn it into an Ecumenopolis when we get that tech, there's a big possibility that thing could be our powerhouse for alloys. And then for our other relic world, the one with the kleptomaniac rats and the rubricator, this one down here, this one could be our tech world, because this one gives special bonuses because of the blockers on there. One of the blockers, I believe, yeah, the collapsed spire gives you plus 15% or plus 30% to your research from jobs. So that's not a small amount of research coming back. So, Strikecraft level 3 on its way. Only going to take 36 months. Fan-freaking-tastic. And, yeah, things are going really, really well. Our growth speed is doing really well, honestly. If we go ahead and take a look at our growth speed on our main planet, 5.4 per month. 4.6 on that planet, and then, let's see, on Blug, 4.5, and then we're also colonizing Nunki down here. We have another planet right down here that we can go and colonize, which is a size 24 ocean world, and here is a size 24 continental world. We're getting very lucky with the sizes of our worlds, holy hot damn. But let's go ahead and take a look. This will probably be our nice little mining world right there. Continuing to go down our synchronicity tree. That should also give us more resources because we're bumping it up by 5%. Yes, nice, nice, nice. So economy is looking really, really good. We're continuing to expand over this way. Truthfully, what I would like to do is take this entire little section right here and make it mine, and kind of just grab this choke point right here, because I believe that's the only way into this entire space right here, and we'd have all this time to go ahead and do that there. And then eventually I would like to work my way over to somewhere here and grab that, just as kind of our first initial borders. And then obviously we'll begin to expand towards whoever we're going to eat, you know? But see, that's the thing. Whenever I play hive minds, it's always... I don't want to take all of their territory. I just want their pops so that I can purge them and get them out of here. I'm not necessarily wanting to play super, super wide, which is odd, playing as a hive mind. let alone a devouring swarm hive mind. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see when we make first contact, who we make first contact with, and whether or not they're going to be a challenge. Because if we go up against a freaking Federation, that's going to be a bit difficult. And we've made first contact with, it looks like the Curators. Okay, cool. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, we're just going to continue to study all the way over to here. Probably going to stop right there, and then we'll go and study all of the rest of this stuff right there. So I have kind of my original borders in my head. So the time has come to reform our government to give us one more civic point. Empire Sprawl from Pops minus 20%, naval capacity plus 15%. Monthly unity would be nice. Divided attention, giving us more admin cap. But I honestly think we may go for this, ascetic. Habitability plus 5% and negative 15% pop amenities usage, less amenities, and we can live on more worlds. Now the reason we're going to probably do this one is because we are probably going to try to, what's the word I'm looking for? If we can, I can't remember if you can, but go down the genetic evolution, or the genetic ascension for our hive mind to make us able to live on every world. That would be really cool. So I think we'll go ahead and go with ascetic, giving us even more habitability on all of our worlds. And that's now changed it so that we have an 80% habitability on this planet, and that is perfect. That way, when we do end up going to war, we won't suffer as many negatives when it comes to invading planets. We won't have as many problems living on those worlds, therefore there won't be as many, rebellions or anything like that going on. This down here is just the Tionki, if you're wondering why there's a yellow little ship in there. That's just the Tionki. They're chilling over by a gas giant, but I'm not going to investigate them as of yet, because that's just a waste of society research. I already know what they are. But we're making good progress in surveying this lovely little kind of star cluster over here. So we're going to continue on that way, and we're going to continue on up here to get all this stuff. And then it looks like, there may be a little section right here that we could probably block off, but we're kind of continuing to snake over this way, trying to snake towards that little choke point right there. And we're starting to colonize our other stuff, and we're about to get into destroyers, having the ability to do that, and then we're also going to get into the next levels of star bases. And our planets are looking really nice, honestly. Amenities are fantastic. And we can now do this to get ourselves some more energy production from jobs, which is fantastic. We're also finding all of these systems with the rare resources in them, which means we won't get the freaking tech to exploit them in space in like the year 2350, thank God. Because we're going to need to snowball as fast as possible, especially with tech, because the sooner we can get into the repeatables, the sooner we can take on that ×5 crisis. Now, this planet, since it's going to most likely become our alloy producer, so long as we can actually turn this into, I don't know if we can though. I feel like we can't. Why do I feel like we can't? It's possible that we cannot turn this into an Ecumenopolis. Normally you're actually allowed to do that even if you don't have the tech, but it looks like this is also a collapsed Aspire one, so maybe we could make both of them have tech. Because there's so many bonuses you get from tech for this stuff. And if we have unemployed pops on this, we'll probably still get more tech, because all of our pops, when they're unemployed, still produce technology. So for now, we're just going to go chuck down our mining district right there, make some minerals on there, and we'll leave it as is. And then I tell you what, since we already did that one, may as well do this one too. Blegoglop, I believe, is what the name of this planet's going to be. We have quite a few archaeological dig sites in our space, which is fantastic, so we're going to be exploiting those here very soon. But for now, I'm just focused on getting as much space as I can up here. Hello, you're different. Oh no! We found the freaking space, or the Space Tionki, their home system. That's going to have a ton of gas in it. That's going to be great. Ooh, a ruined sentry array. Well, hello there. Don't mind if I do. So we've also made first contact with the space amoebas. Not going to take a look at them until we have physics research to spare. But our planets are coming along quite nicely, continuing to expand on all of that stuff. Let's go ahead and add one there as well. Another generator district. And on this planet, we can go ahead and add... Research complete. Trying to think, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Let's put on the synaptic nodes. Because the synaptic nodes give us the, they give us admin cap. Glandular acclimation. And I went ahead and checked, you can do the engineered evolution right here. Yeah, so we're going to do that as soon as we get this next point, which is in 1 month. And fantastic. Let's go ahead and do that there. And engineered evolution. Boom, bam. Perfect. So now we can go ahead and take a look at what else we've got inside of here. Doesn't look like anything. Perfect. So we'll just wait for that tech to show up and give us the option to do that. And yeah, we're blowing through this tech now, which is really, really great. I'm going to go with railguns. Yeah, I'll go with railguns, then autocannons. Again, we're getting more and more of these sites. We're probably going to become, like, very powerful very quickly, honestly. We have a lot of situation log to take care of as well. We are fairly wide at this point, but having not made first contact has really helped with that, honestly. Because when you don't make first contact, everything is just kind of yours. Just waiting to be discovered and waiting to be built upon, you know? It's kind of nice. But let's see. Let's go ahead and start building all of these space resources out here. I've got a whole bunch of freaking construction ships going. I think I've got 4 going right now. Yeah. But realistically, what we'll do is we'll have you finish up this little cluster right there. Research the projects there. Survey that. And then we're going to go ahead and have him come down here and rush towards this little spot right here. And then we'll just pick up everything else once we have our defined border right there at least. Because if there's an empire down to my bottom left, I would like to be able to block them out of this whole entire cluster up here and just take that for myself, if you know what I mean. Oi, okay, we found ourselves the Holy Guardians, the Stagnant Ascendancy. So first contact was made, and it's with the lovely Spiritualist Fallen Empire. Fantastic. Thankfully, there is kind of a choke point, but at the same time, it's kind of not. It's 2 choke points. We've got Folkel and Aquila, so that's kind of going to halt our expansion over to the east. But the good thing is we can take all of these systems, and it won't matter. They're not the xenophobic isolationists. They are just the Stagnant Ascendancy. So we should be okay to go ahead and build everything right there. We're going to start expanding all the way out to here as well. Got tons of resources in space, brand new planets to go ahead and colonize. In fact, let's go ahead and get this one going as well, Glegabor. And yeah, we've got this one coming too. And yeah, so that'll be good, honestly. I have to imagine there's most likely going to be empires on the other side, but it looks like they're the only ones they've made contact with. Looks like we're the only ones that they've made contact with. Okay, well, hopefully they don't try anything funny. Hopefully they're friendly, Stagnant Ascendancy, and we won't go to war with them almost immediately. That would be fantastic. Because if they try to go to war with us, they will stomp us out of existence. Environmental diversification, giving us an additional 10% habitability on the planets that we can live on now. And now I'm sure that's probably going to help to work towards getting all of these yellow planets to turn green eventually. Because these ones are only at, looks like 55 and maybe 65%. Yeah, looks like 55, I think. Yeah, 55% seems to be that one, but that's okay. Because now, on the planets that we colonized before, the ones that had only like 80% habitability, now we have 100% habitability, and that's super nice. So, I see a wormhole down here. What are you doing in this galaxy? I thought I told you not to spawn, Jarad, or Jared. Looking at you, Jared. Alright, so we're blowing through all of the tech right now. It's really going along quite nicely. I feel like we're getting pretty powerful as far as tech goes. I'm curious to see what everyone else is at as far as tech. Hopefully they're not too far ahead of us. But our first research lab can be put down on this planet. And let's go ahead and break down the collapsed spire as well. That way we can go ahead and get the most out of our research jobs on that planet. We've got new food coming on our planets. And our borders are getting closer to the Fallen Empire, which is fine. We're going to be at +5 influence every month now, which is fantastic. We're going to go ahead and research that galactic bureaucracy. Now, the great thing is, with being a hive mind, is the fact that every time you colonize a brand new world, inside of your capital, they make admin cap, which is really nice. So even the more you expand, you still get more admin cap, which is really, really cool. So let's go ahead and colonize that bad boy right there, and grab that there. And then we'll just work our way back and get the rest of these little sites out there. We actually have one of our edicts on, which is map the stars. That way we can kind of do it a little bit quicker. But now we can actually go ahead and upgrade to the next section. Just like that. And let's take a look. X-ray lasers or advanced shields? None. Let's go advanced combat roles. I really do feel like we'll probably be at least superior to a lot of people when we make first contact with them as far as tech goes, but I could be wrong. I could be a little bit far up my own ass right now, so we'll see.
Construction complete.
Okay, so it also looks like we're going to find an L gate over here, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. A good thing because we'll be able to access the L gate, or the L cluster, but the bad thing is the fact that I hate having L gates in my system, especially when the Grey Tempest decides to show up and wreak havoc across my worlds. Not a fun thing to go up against, that's for damn sure. But since a lot of our pops are also making a lot of Unity, we're blowing through our traditions. We're almost done with our 4th tradition, and I'm very happy about that. Hyperdrive 3 is already getting ready to be researched, and our choke points with the Fallen Empire are getting to be done, which is fantastic. We're going up and surveying this little cluster that's right up here. And then once we're done with this whole kind of expansion up here, we'll probably begin to expand down this way, down this arm, and then down this arm. But I think we'll probably just make sure all of our holes are filled in, giggity, and then we can go ahead and start to expand down that way. So the infection spreads, and it has been what's the word I'm looking for? Not uneventful, but it's been not a very violent beginning for the swarm, which is kind of nice. Now, we do need to go ahead and eat these lovely pops down here because they are sitting on a size 18 tundra world, or alpine world, rather. So we're going to want to take that from them and just kind of move them out of the way. That'll give us some nice food and some nice society research, which will be good. But right now, all I'm just doing is moving these construction ships all over the place and getting all of these lovely spots surveyed. So we can actually go all the way down to Gothra, in fact. I think that's what we'll probably go ahead and do. Survey all of that, please. And then over here, we can go ahead and build that right there. So we will share 2 borders, direct borders, with the Fallen Empire. So that's going to be 2 bastions that are going to be necessary right there. But what I'm doing right now is I'm going through and I'm doing all of the research that gives us the engineering or engineering, society, and physics research from jobs. That way we can kind of get more out of the jobs that we've already gotten. But there we go. Now we can go ahead and work on getting all of this juicy stuff that's in space. There is so many resources in space that we are just not exploiting right now. And I think this is going to be really, really good when we've got all of this stuff. So that's kind of what we're doing today, or that's kind of what I wanted to do today, I should say. We didn't really need to do anything with the stability on the planets because that kind of solved itself with our lovely amenities. Because, I mean, look at that. Our capital's producing 84 amenities. Hot damn, that's nice. Go ahead and do that right there. And I tell you what, let's go ahead and get rid of the last 2 there. Our planets, they're looking really, really good. As far as jobs go, a lot of them are specialists right now. But I'm just going to overdevelop just a little bit, just to give us some more wiggle room. Because the next building that I would like to build on pretty much all of my planets is the cloning vats, because we're going down the route of genetic ascension. We have access to the cloning vats, which gives us that plus 33% growth speed, so we're now at a plus 6.39 per month, which is fantastic, dude. But things are going well for the infection, but let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section. Hopefully you're enjoying this new playthrough. It's been fairly not uneventful, but you know, not very violent. So until next time, this has been Commander RYANT1UM signing off.